Thank you for the host, DS Claw. What is up, everybody? This is the Freshtakesgaming podcast, episode 10, coming at you from mixer.com/Freshtakesgaming. My leg is itching. That's why I'm all cockeyed looking on the screen right now. I have to itch my leg. I am Bub Drum.
Thought the house was sinking.
That's right. House is sinking, man. Yeah, I am Bub Drum, one of your hosts, joined by my awesome co-host, the DS Claw.
What's up, everybody?
And it's been quite a while since we had a show. It feels like way longer than 2 weeks. We had the Thanksgiving break, so we took some time to spend with family and just took a break from doing the show that week. So we all had that. Well, we don't want to do a show on tryptophan, too much turkey in our belly. That would just be all sorts of bad. So we took a break. And now we're back, and there is no lack of things to talk about and get into. Hey, what is up, Canonical Bank? Thank you. And we actually have a question that we'll address later in the show written into us from no other than Canonical Bacon, who is in chat right now. So we will address that later in the show. But first, as always, my understanding on the what have you been playing question that we always ask. I believe you told me on the side that you finally dove in to the Odyssey.
I did. I broke week, man. I picked up Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I've been playing / streaming that for the past little bit. And, man, I've been digging it. It's a good game. So, like, I'm happy about it. And for a split second, I was like, maybe I should go back and, like, play it from the first time I got burned by the series and see if it's improved.
No need.
No, I won't. I'm not going to.
Don't do that.
I stopped that as soon as somebody brought up the flags again. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
But so I've been playing that, and I was eyeing what is it? Leisure Suit Larry, What Dreams Don't Dry.
Okay.
That's next. And then this weekend they're doing a public beta for the Cyanide and Happiness YouTube channel. Put out a game called the
Thanks for the host, Bub Drum.
What is it? The Rapture Rejects. That's what it's called.
Okay.
So they're doing an open free beta on Steam, so I'm going to be checking that out too.
Nice. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So what level are you right now in Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
28. I hit just 28 last night.
Nice, dude. Nice. I mean, you know how much I've gushed about this this game on previous episodes, man. It's pretty much the only thing I want to play. When a game's world just has you so captured that it's the only game you think about. It's the only game out of all the games I have that I want to play. They've done something special with it. So, yeah, man, it's so good. I'm level 42.
Nice.
70 hours in. And it's so good. It's so good.
I hit the I proved the point though of why I shouldn't play these kinds of games.
Are there papers filed?
I took a couple naps unintentionally at work.
Oh.
I had one of my coworkers come in. What the hell, man? I'm like, it's up until 4. Like I don't know what to say, man. I'm in Kefalonia right now. Sorry, bro. I got an Odyssey hangover. Okay, like is that a thing?
Yeah. Socrates sent me on a side quest. I don't know what happened.
What was I supposed to do?
Lost track of time.
Socrates.
Socrates. Exactly. But anyway, yeah. So great game. I think it's on sale right now. For $29.99 at Target on all platforms. So if you're looking for a game to immerse yourself in for an extended period of time, like even spread out, like you can hop in, play for an hour, save, get out. A couple days later, do the same thing again. Yeah, it'll be a slow slog for you, but you constantly feel like you're being rewarded as you do things, which is fantastic. I love that. There's no lack of things to go do. Like, I don't really want to just mow through the main quest. There's a bunch of little side stuff. There's a lot of lore in it. And if you're into like the whole like Greek mythology stuff, plenty of that in there.
DLC is coming out here pretty soon, and then there's also the daily quests as well.
Yep, they do have dailies that you can get into to earn currency to use at one of these particular shop. Yeah, and the new expansion actually drops next week. That's one of the topics we're going to talk about tonight, just briefly, but we'll do it now. So, Assassin's Creed Odyssey expansion drops next week. It's the, basically, I forget what it's called. Let me pull it up here. Let me pull it. Oh, goodness gracious. I blocked out your face. Hello. That should not opened on that window.
Damn you, technology!
I know, right? That was not the right link. Oh my gosh.
I thought about opening
Epic
my Tierra
fail.
with the stream tonight.
There you go. Oh, I like that. I like that.
It's hot, right?
That's super hot. Is it as hot as the food you ate, though?
No. This one actually crushes my temples.
The DLC is called The Legacy of the First Blade.
Nice. Solid title.
It's going to tell the story of Darius, the first assassin to wield the series' iconic hidden blade weapon. So that's pretty cool. And they're not actually changing the map or expanding the map because the map is freaking huge already in that game. It's just going to take place in the existing maps, which is great. So that looks pretty cool. So we'll see. I can't remember if it's a paid-for DLC.
I can't remember.
I'm looking here to see if they give a price. And this was on via Eurogamer.net. But in this article, I'm not seeing a price listed. Usually DLC, I always equate a price to, but maybe not. I mean, a lot of places are, because there's already microtransactions in the game. And I'm sure they're getting lots of money from, so maybe not. But yeah, Assassin's Creed, still playing it, still loving it. Gearing up, farming materials when I need to.
Yes.
No, you're doing a more straight warrior type build, right?
Well, I go assassin until it goes wrong, and then
it always goes wrong, bro.
And then everything dies. Like everything dies.
Yep.
I feel bad for all the critters because I'm always running low on leather. So every time I see something move, it dies.
Yeah. That's what's up. Before we get into the topic surrounding the title of this particular show, we're going to touch on just a couple other things. Minecraft Story Mode is coming to Netflix. This is a pretty cool idea. And this was an article I found on Windows Central. Basically, it's a interactive movie or television, I'd say television experience, with the Minecraft Story Mode series on Netflix that is working on iOS, smart TVs, PCs. No Android right now for some reason. I found that very odd. Basically, it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. If you played any kind of like the Telltale games previously, it's kind of like make a decision, right or left, up or down, whatever the case may be, and you click through, and it's kind of a create your own adventure TV series, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna try it out. I haven't had a chance to this week, being busy and whatnot, but trying to wrap everything up at my current job, because as you know, my last day will be this coming Tuesday, so I'm moving on somewhere else. So big changes, good changes though. And but yeah, hopefully we'll dive in that Minecraft Story Mode, see how that actually operates on Netflix though. So it looks pretty cool. Other than that, thank you, Canonical Bacon, appreciate it. Other than that, not so much good news for GameStop. They are reporting a $488.6 million loss. This was an article via Gama Sutra. But they reported this loss despite strong software sales, which seems counter to me. I would think if you have strong software sales, because they don't make any money off hardware sales typically. It's all software. So if you have strong software sales, I would think that you wouldn't have a $500 million loss almost. But again, I am not a market guy. I am not that type of guy. So I don't know.
I'm not either. I still go to GameStop. So, but it seems like they are switching what they do inside the store from so much the focus on the actual game or the console. And it seems like they're trying to go like the video game hot topic route. where like you can go in and you can get like your Zelda lunchbox and your Gears of War collectible kind of trophy deals and stuff like that. They're focusing on those periphery kind of things as opposed to actually getting you the game.
You want to know the last time I was in a GameStop? Destiny 2 launch. So it's been like 2 years ish, maybe over a year.
It's about there, yeah,
it's been a while since I've been in a GameStop, so I have no idea what's going on in those stores currently. So, because I pretty much have started going all digital for everything. Hard drive storage is super cheap, and I'm getting lazier as I get older to hit the eject button and get off my fat butt to go hit the eject button.
That 4 terabyte drive that was going on for a sec.
Yeah, that was a good deal.
It was like $100.
Yep. Oof, so good. So it says GameStop has released its financial results for the third quarter, ending November 3rd, 2018, reporting an adjusted full-year earnings forecast to compensate for current sales and margins trends, adding that the new figures will include the planned sale of Spring Mobile. Okay, I didn't know they owned Spring Mobile. I don't even know what Spring Mobile is. I didn't just, I said that like, I didn't know they were selling it because I knew they owned it. No, I didn't even know I don't even know what Spring Mobile is. The company reported a net loss of $488.6 million for the quarter, or $4.78 per diluted share, compared to net income of $59.4 million or 59 cents per diluted share in the prior year quarter. Yeah, I don't understand any of that. I am not that type of person. I'm not that smart. That is not where my strengths lie. So, knowing that, they had poor performance. Let me just sum it up. They lost a lot of money, a lot of stinking money.
Yes. They hemorrhaged bad.
They quoted, while our Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales were strong, we anticipate that our fourth quarter sales will skew more towards hardware than initially planned, which, along with the underperformance of certain titles, weakness in pre-owned and recent sales promotions, will result in fourth quarter earnings that are below our previous expectations. The chief guy, okay?
I'm wondering how much is going to tie back into the topic that we're going to be discussing a little bit later on, because you had so many AAA titles come out, but you could pre-order and do everything that you could at a GameStop, except you didn't have to leave the house.
Right.
Yeah. So they're really, and the ones where you'd have to go and like pick up like your physical whatevers, either Amazon would mail it to your house if you went via Amazon.
Yep.
Or they were so ungodly priced that people weren't picking them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe this is a vicarious, the devs putting it to GameStop on accident.
Yeah, on accident. Yeah, I don't think it's an intentional thing, but yeah, perhaps so. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, GameStop just hasn't had a good reputation in general from people that are previous employees. Now, you could always say, they're just salty. They felt they were underpaid. I don't know what the case may be, but there's a lot of horror stories about GameStops and how they're run. Not only at just the local, but just as a corporate culture, like how they're being run and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's, food for thought. Maybe, it's their business model.
I don't know.
That they're pushing and they're not keeping good talent. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think, like I was saying with the Hot Topic thing, they lost whatever their identity was. Now they need to pick a theme. If it was a restaurant, it's like having, Americanized food, Tex-Mex, Italian, and sushi all on the same platter.
That sounds amazing.
Like, pick one and go with it.
Hey, I'm a big advocate of the sampler platter. All right, like the appetizer sampler.
I'm not arguing. Like you can do like 400 different things, kind of half-assed, and
it's true,
and it'll get done.
That's true.
Or you can do one thing really well.
Yeah,
but you can't do all of them really well. It's just not realistic.
That's true.
And right now, it just seems like they're kind of all over the board. If I was at a different point in my life right now, I would definitely look at picking up like a store manager or a district manager job with them and show them how to do that. Because I think that they lack a social media presence. If they had like a Wendy's chick, everybody needs a Wendy's chick.
Oh man.
Like whoever runs their Twitter.
Oh my god,
like,
dude, Wendy's is so great.
Just
so
that
great.
they just make money
Wendy's
hand over
Twitter
fist.
so much.
I know they're amazing.
I love them so much. They're
But
just savage. I love
it. Something like that, it would really help their public image, because as it is, the only time you really hear about GameStop is when they're getting punked out.
That's true. That's true. That's very true, and that's unfortunate because they're not being viewed or.
Yep, they're doing nothing.
Or put into the light, put into a positive light. Like when you hear a thing about GameStop, it's either negative or they're having a really good trade-in deal for your console. Like that's usually one of the two things. That is unfortunate because as much as I like the idea of pre-ordering something like GameStop and then showing up, the midnight release, and there's kind of like, a bunch of people there of like mind, obviously, because they're all picking up the same game that you're interested in, blah, blah, blah. That's cool and everything, but it's kind of like I'm old, man. Like it's probably because it's an age thing. Like going out at midnight to go somewhere is a foreign concept to me now with a toddler and a family and everything. It's just like, nah, man, I ain't doing that. Like if your event doesn't start by 8 p.m., I ain't going to it. It's just a fact. Like it's just how it is. Like, it's not happening. I just no. I'm an old fart, man.
So here's what I would do, right? If I were them. Here's my little free, like if anybody ever hears it, they can totally take credit if they're in that corporate culture. Mm-hmm. If they went local and they went to each of the stores and then one, like if it's a military game, go to contact your local recruiter. They'll bring a Humvee to your location in order to just set it up. You can get people roll out in uniform in order to like kind of hype your game up and just hang out. You can, I personally attended things where it was civilian people playing army guys on Halo. Mm-hmm. And they were all uniformed and it was a lot of fun. And it was like kick the shit out of the army guys and talk shit the whole time. And it was just a good time.
Yep.
And it brought more people in just for that simple fact. If you contacted the local streamers in the area or even put up like a little channel or a little YouTube channel for your shop and talked about that week's sales or deals, it would increase the traffic to your store at least fivefold.
Yeah.
But there's zero social media presence that they have whatsoever. And if somebody would just grab it by the balls, they could turn it around. But they're going to sit there and slowly hemorrhage until they shut down like a Blockbuster.
Yeah. And Canonical makes a good statement here. It says, makes me wonder if GameStop needs to focus more on offering things you can't get from big box retailers or digital sales. Example, expertise about gear/content, maybe repairs or in-store competitions/events.
Yep.
100% agree with that. I mean, that's exactly... GameStop's whole thing is like, we are your local video game store, but they don't present themselves that way. They want to say they are, but they're not doing anything in the community to show that they are.
100%, dude. 100%. Get a couple local streamers. They don't even got to be big. Just say, come hang out with your local streamer.
Perfect example for this, right? If you're local and you're in the community, that's what you want to be, the local video game place, right? My library down the road has events all the time. They have a mini Comic-Con every year. So they have people with comic books, they have vendors set up, everything like that. Why isn't the local GameStop setting up shop there to show that, hey, we are part of this community. We are your local store.
That would be awesome.
But there's nothing happening.
They just need to. We'll split the $100,000. You keep 60. I'll do 40. Like okay, I'm easy, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like they do these events all the times with artists. It's just like they could go to the library, talk to them, and be like, "Hey, let's host a video game night." They come in, bring a couple consoles, some small flat screens or monitors, hook it up. People walk in because it's free service. Yeah, you're paying someone to sit at a store that's not getting any traffic anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Why not pay that person to sit at a library and drum up some exposure for your local video game store?
Not only that, but you got like your local mom and pop shops that are doing like Warhammer, Magic, all that. Have them walk in with a couple like beta codes, man.
Yeah,
and just
do a giveaway.
Like
if you want to throw like Kanako was saying, like a competition, have a competition at local library. Whatever
it
the
doesn't
case may
have to
be
be anything crazy.
That's
and you could piggyback on those events and just bring a little bit of merch with you, man. Bring like a couple socks, maybe a hat, and you could turn it around, dude. You could turn it around. But 100%. The lack of involvement from there, and if they lost the condescending tone when I'm asking about a fucking video game.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't know more about it than I do, that really pisses me off. When I got into an argument with the store manager, I tried to let it go, but he kept trying to force the point, and he didn't know what he was talking about.
Right. No, I trust me, man. I get it. I've worked retail before. I worked previously for a cell phone company and doing selling cell phones. I worked at a Radio Shack way back in the day.
I love Radio Shack.
Radio Shack was the best. I mean,
it was.
The discount was fantastic. Like 1,000% markup on batteries, though. little known fact, you're paying $5 for a pack of batteries that cost the store 20 cents. But hey, capitalism.
Yeah.
So
freedom, bitch. Get
it. That's right. So yeah, it's one of those things. Like if you aren't knowledgeable as a salesperson in what you're selling, whether it be a computer that I'm selling at Radio Shack or a TV or whatever the case may be, a speaker, sure, versus a cell phone I'm selling when I worked at the cell phone place, people are going to know.
Yes.
Especially, and this was many years ago. This was really before the internet was around, but it wasn't as prevalent. I mean, it wasn't near as prevalent and widely
people weren't
used.
Researching the shit out of stuff before they walk in the store.
So you need to be on point. Yeah, you need to be on point with stuff because there are so many ways to get informed about a product you're looking at making a purchase on.
I was on the fence about whether or not I was going to pick up Sea of Thieves. So this is the little story, real quick, 30-second cap. So I was texting my buddies about it. They told me what to do. Put some money down and you'd get the beta code. It's printed off on the receipt. My friend even went the extent of taking a picture of it and see, it's right there. Don't be stupid. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll do it so that we can check it out and I'll play with you for a little bit online and we'll do it. No problem.
Yeah.
I went in and I said, hey man, this is kind of like, or MJ went to go. I told her to go do it. She was going to GameStop anyways. So she went and the manager said, we don't do that. And I was like, is this dude like maybe they're out of paper or whatever. I'll go back by when I'm off work. And once again, he said it. And I was like, that just doesn't sound right. So the new employee was like, well, we can try. And I was like, yeah, no problem. So she punched it up and lo and behold, it printed off on the bottom of the fucking receipt. So I said, is that my beta code? And she went, yeah. And I was like, the one that says beta code on it, right? Like loud as fuck in the middle of the store. And usually I'm not an asshole, but when you're an asshole, like you're going to get it. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, just know I'm not mad at you. And I like looked at her and I was like, beta code. And then I walked out. Oh, I was pissed.
Yeah. No,
that was two potential sales that I knew of that day that guy was going to miss out on that store.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you got to be an expert on every game in the store. That's
impossible. Realistic. Yeah, that's impossible.
But know the process of what you do with things like that.
Yeah. But I don't, however, going back to the stories I've heard about GameStop,
yep,
information about how they're how transactions are going to work and stuff like that is super fragmented. Like when you're a nationwide franchise, communication down about this POS update is going to push out overnight. When you bring up these SKUs, whatever, it's going to print out this beta code, let your customers know.
Yep.
Boom. But that information sometimes doesn't trickle down or across, however you want to say, however you want to look at it. Same thing. Starbucks. Perfect. Another example. I love coffee. I love Starbucks. Call me a snob. Call me a yuppie. Whatever. I like Starbucks. Guilty as charged. But the whole process of, like, I have the app on my phone, the Starbucks app.
Mm-hmm.
I can reload cash on it at Starbucks. So go to Starbucks, say, hey, this is my drink order, but I want to reload $5 so I can get the points, scan it, get the points from the purchase. Apparently they changed the way they did that. So that information didn't come down to the folks when that change took place. It didn't get across to everybody. So I'm literally standing there for 15 minutes trying to figure out, waiting on this, this nice young lady. I wasn't mad at her, but I was like, I was just kind of saying, this is kind of crazy, right? This isn't normal. She's like,
tell me this is normal, right?
Yeah, I'm like, because I've done this tons of times. She's like, no, she's like, to change the way you supposedly have to do it now. I was like, okay, did they give you instructions on what the correct way is? She's like, not that I've seen. I was like, okay.
Cool.
And the prime example was probably the same thing with GameStop. Like, it did not get down to them. Or maybe it did, and the guy just doesn't know what the heck he's doing. I don't know. But
I don't know.
I try to give the benefit of the doubt.
I've had a couple run-ins with the same guy.
Yeah.
Dude's a dick.
Okay. Fair enough. So, I don't know. GameStop, you want to be the local expertise and presence?
I'll help you out, man. Just let me know what you need done in Wisconsin. I got you.
Yeah.
I'll turn it around. I won't even charge that much. It sounds like you guys have got a tight budget as is. So,
yeah, for real.
I'm not gonna dead horse.
For real. So, let's move on to the Fallout of 76.
Oh, God.
Yes. If this every day, this whole week has been a new turn in the plot or the twist in the story of the Fallout 76 game in Bethesda, the developer. It's just been like, what's gonna happen next? Like, I just wait with bated breath. Like, when I open up Reddit or open up another website, like, where's it gonna be? What's gonna be going on with it? Because it is drama. It is a soap opera. And if you haven't got up to date on this, we're gonna try to get you up to date on it relatively quickly, and you're just gonna shake your head. So, Fallout 76. Let's go back to when they announced it and what the game was gonna be. When they announced Fallout 76, the game was met with a bit of dismay from the Fallout fans, the core Fallout fans, because it wasn't a Fallout that they wanted. Right? I mean, more or less. I mean, they're like, this isn't a Fallout experience. They were just kind of but they were trusting in Bethesda, and they went ahead and said, we'll give it a shot. We're going to pre-order this. Okay. Fallout 76 launch day comes around. People are trying to play it, or are playing it, and there are a bunch of game-breaking bugs in this game. Now, I don't remember. I know a lot of them were on PC. I'm not sure how many were on Xbox or PlayStation, but I know a lot of them were on the PC version. So much so that there has been a call for I don't know if it's a class action lawsuit.
It's a class action.
Some sort of legal action, class action lawsuit to be taken against Bethesda for releasing this game as buggy and broken as it is.
Yes.
Super not good for Bethesda. Super not good. So that's the beginning. That's the foundation of what we're building upon here. Next day rolls around. I'm not making this up. This is
I know, it's just so cringy, man. It's
so
God.
bad. Next day. Now, people who have gotten their $200 epic bundle of Fallout 76, which was supposed to come with this power armor helmet and the game and all this cool stuff, and it was supposed to come with this nice Fallout 76 branded canvas bag, right? Cool. These people get it. The canvas bag is not there. They replaced it with this little cheap shiny little nylon bag, from what I've read. And people in our programs are like, we didn't get what we paid for. Right? Agreeable. People posted this is the picture that's still on their site for this bundle, and still shows a picture of the freaking canvas bag. It was still on their website for pre-order. The same image with that bag. And the guy's like, this is what I got. And most people, a bunch of other people that ordered that chimed in and said, yeah, this is it. This is what you paid $200 for. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's not good. That's not good.
So how did they make it right?
So But what was even worse is the response from Bethesda on it. So they said, because someone wrote into Bethesda, one of these folks that got this wrote into Bethesda, and they posted the reply they received from Bethesda about this. And the quote is, "Sorry you're not happy. Bag shown was a prototype and too expensive to make. Not planning to do anything about it." End quote. Whoa, no, not what you do. No. And this was from a Reddit post, and it's the PC gaming subreddit, and it's all detailed out, man. And this is the same thing. I mean, it's all over the internet too, on other gaming websites. I just love Reddit.
So how did they make that right?
Canonical Vegas says it's like the guys at Blizzard asked Bethesda to do something to distract people from the Diablo or Immortal fiasco. Yeah.
Help us out, man.
Yeah.
We're hurting.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. And the memes. Oh, the memes are so good right now.
I know.
The internet.
It's so painful.
So painful.
Just eating them.
So here's how they make it. Like, you know what? It's damage control time, guys. Let's put out a statement tomorrow, the following day, about this. Thank you for purchasing your $200 bundle. We're sorry the canvas bag was too expensive to make for your $200. Here's $5 of in-game currency. Is that right? Does that make it right for you, Mr. Customer? Fail after fail after fail. I'm just like, what are they doing? Bethesda, I love your games in your studio as a general, but you guys, it's so bad. It's so bad. Oh my God. Yeah, the best way is to give you $5 of in-game currency. Holy jeez.
That'll make it right. Yeah, I feel better about it.
Yep. And now, breaking from that, I just read it a little bit earlier. People are now posting that do not accept the 500 atoms in the $5 worth of in-game currency, because per the terms of service for the game that you bypass and just click A to accept before you start the game, you can then not be part of any legal action against them if you accept that.
Because
so everybody's so everybody is now saying do not accept it. If you already have, sorry, you're done, but do not accept it. Do not put in for it, anything like that. Do not accept it.
That's just
so bad.
What really gets me? This is the part that really gets me. Like that, if you put that in any business model, that is just like a dick move across the board.
It is.
However, there's still those hardcore fanboys that say this game is awesome.
I mean,
they're down and they just bleed for it.
Yeah.
And I love Halo. There's certain game series that like I will beat someone's ass to play. But if it did me like that, I still couldn't make that okay. Like I wouldn't express some kind of Stockholm syndrome that my game series is all right. Yeah, and they didn't totally screw me out of $200.
Oh, dude, so bad. So it's like you just threw down $200 on this epic bundle, right?
Yeah. Like what?
Your game's broke. You can't play it. The bag isn't there that you wanted. They said, sorry, it's too expensive to make the bag that you saw in the picture that we still have posted on our website that's up for pre-order as part of the bundle.
No, we ain't going to fix it.
But we will give you $5 of in-game currency. Oh my God, it's so bad. So bad.
Yeah. There's no story? Well, that's your problem. You're supposed to role play. What, you don't want to find the tapes in the HoloLens? Well, that's on you. Well, that doesn't really line up with what you immediately said, that I could do it in a social environment or I could do it as a single-player campaign kind of deal.
Yeah.
That I didn't have to role play by myself if I was going to play the game by myself. But okay, great.
I was looking at a Reddit post that was kind of like under one of the other Reddit posts that I was reading this about. Someone posted, ironically, the 500 atoms won't even buy you the Fallout 76 Postman skin that actually has a canvas bag. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Wow.
full circle.
Full circle. Oh gosh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Oh man. Bethesda, I mean, I feel for you to a degree, but this is 100% self-inflicted.
Yeah.
100% self-inflicted.
The best way out of a hole is to stop digging, dude.
I'm trying to see what I can't
and
make.
It seems like we're doing it more and more lately, but we refer back to like the team that did No Man's Sky.
Yeah, this is a total No Man's Sky thing, but this is even worse than that.
Yeah, it's worse because they keep engaging and fucking up.
Yeah.
Whereas No Man's Sky just went dark. They went dark.
Yeah.
They were like, oh shit. And they cut ties to everything. They tried to fix it. They came out with an actual solid plan that wasn't reactionary at that point.
Yep.
And we're like, we're going to fix this. We're going to make it right.
Yep.
And then they actually have followed through with that all the way to this point to where people are talking about No Man's Sky in a positive light. It's positive for the game developers. The whole thing's turned around. But these guys just keep digging, man.
It's man,
and it seems like their reaction is, it's not my problem, bro.
Yeah, like that's what I don't understand that mindset. Like they're a huge developer. I get that. They sell games hand over fist. I mean they have some of the hugest franchises out there. Elder Scrolls, Skyrim's on everything. Ooh, speaking of No Man's Sky, post on. I love Reddit. Have I ever told you how much I love Reddit? Reddit is like
I haven't gotten into it. Yeah,
dude, it took me forever to like come around to it, but once you do, it's just like this is the best. This is all you need in life, man. Yeah, I love Reddit. Fallout 76 is scoring lower than No Man's Sky did at launch.
Oh my god,
that's bad. That is.
There were death threats issued with No Man's Sky.
Yeah, dude.
There were death threats.
Yeah, and it's already the price of Fallout 76 is already in free fall mode. It's already in some places over 50% off. Yeah.
Yeah, they put it on sale twice. There was a couple days there where it was on sale for less than $20.
Dude,
if I paid $200 and it was on sale all of a sudden within like the first quarter for less than $20, you can eat a dick, man. Like you're not getting my money ever again. Enjoy it, live it up. You're not getting it again.
Oh gosh, it's so bad, man. It's so bad, so bad. I don't know if they're gonna make. I mean, I want to think that they'll come back from this somehow. I want to be positive, I want to be fresh about it, if you will. Not salty. I want to be fresh. But like I don't want anybody to fail. But at the same point, when you're doing it to yourself time and time, like every day over day. Like it's like Groundhog Day. Oh, what can I? How can? Or no, it's not even Groundhog Day. It's just like how can I keep making the situation worse? Yeah, it's not even a Groundhog Day. Yeah, I hope it comes back too, Coop. Coop's in chat.
I do. I don't get me wrong. I'm not wishing ill will on them, but they have to stop digging. Like this whole week, I've been going, okay, now's when it starts to turn around, and then like I open up Twitter or I open up, something else. I'm just like, this is just, what are you doing, man?
Soap opera, man. It's
like just stop. I know, but it's like really bad.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not even getting the gratification of like tragic love drama. It's just
bad. Yeah.
It's like watching a snuff film. It's fucking awful, dude.
Yeah. Oh God. It's so bad. It's.
Yeah. So once they stop inflicting their own pain, if they quit being reactionary like that and just take a second to really plan a way ahead, you're not going to make everybody happy. That's not realistic.
Yeah, I think they're just so focused on trying to do damage control, they're not realizing the damage control they're putting in place is causing more damage.
Yeah, they got to stop and reassess. They just stop and regroup, dude.
Yep.
Just
stop,
figure out a way ahead.
Collaborate and listen. Bethesda's back.
Put down the phone. Quit tweeting.
That's right.
Come up with a solid plan and go, is this going to work? And then run it past like a few people. By a few, I mean like a minimum of 10.
Yeah.
And like it has to pass the common sense test. Is it something you guys can actually do?
Yeah. I mean, because it's not like they can just blanket out refund everybody the game. That's just not going to happen.
No.
And if anybody is expecting that to happen, well, they're foolish and they shouldn't expect that in the least. Oh, getting political up in here, Coop.
Ouch.
Ouch. But yeah, so it's just a train wreck, and I hope they turn it around. I hope they correct course on it. Because it's one thing. It's like, yes, they released a buggy game. Bethesda has been notoriously like on launch days, their games are buggy, and they patch it and they fix it, and that's fine. This is just on a whole other level, though. Like, it's just in a lot of ways it looks like an.
Yeah, like I've seen so much footage of people walking down a street and like what's supposed to be a surprise kind of like ambush site is the sprites like all stuck in the air.
Yeah,
like above where they're going to spring from, and it's just it hurts, man. And I feel bad for the fans that really love the game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like Coop says, he has some friends who are loving it on PC, so it's liked by some, and it is liked by some. I know some folks have come and like have gone to bat for it, like, hey, I'm really enjoying this. It's great, you know what? But they do. It's some of the things I've read that people say, yeah, it's great. I love playing it, but they put the caveat in there, what I'm able to play, because that's
when I'm with my friends.
Yeah, yeah. So, I want to be, like I said, I want to stay positive. I think they're gonna turn it around. I think, like you said, they just need to stop and just go dark for a little bit and really figure it out.
Yep. Like, just the people are gonna hate it at this point. Just let it ride for a week, figure out a way ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then yeah, put it out, you know. But
hey, if you're hating Fallout 76 that much in your purchase, go ahead. Sell the Power Armor helmet on eBay for like $30 and go buy yourself Assassin's Creed Odyssey on sale this week.
Boom.
Boom. You'll love that game a lot more.
Or if the pocketbook's tight because of it, just pick up Warframe.
Yeah.
That's free. It's amazing.
It's a beautiful game. That too.
Rings of Elysium if you just got to shoot something in the face at this point.
Yeah, that's true, Coop. Coop in chat says, dropping the price lower may help people buy it and play it and give them a player base to update and evolve. Very true. Very true. I just think the bad PR behind it right now, even if it's 50% off, I don't think people are going to buy it at that price. I don't know. I know I'm not buying it at that price. One, I'm not a super huge Fallout fan. Two, why would I spend $30 on a game that, one, I may not be a super huge fan of, but two, that I know is partly broken. Yeah. So yep. I'll spend my $30 on something else.
Yeah.
More Starbucks. Who knows? Because I'm bougie. I'm fancy.
Coach.
Give me that cold brew. Cold brew coffee. Oh, it's so good. Coop says, still not low enough for me at 50 Canadian still. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. I think we have droned on about the Fallout 76 kerfuffle long enough.
Kerfuffle. Ooh.
Kerfuffle.
Like it. I'm about it.
So we're going to get to our question from our one of our viewers, listeners, Canonical Bacon. He writes in saying, considering the proliferation of subscription-based services providing either free games on a monthly basis, example Xbox Live Gold, PSN Plus, or access to a catalog of games, example like Origin Access, or I'm going to ad-lib here a little bit. I'm going to add some more things like Xbox Game Pass, or what is it? Yeah, PlayStation stuff, or Discord Nitro now. They do their own like games as a service sort of thing. And Steam's iconic wallet-draining sales. Oh, so true. The summer sale every year. Whew. Do you think this has led to unintentional game hoarding? A resounding yes.
Yep.
A resounding yes on that.
100%.
I have fallen victim to things like this time and time again. Now, I think there's... Well, let's get to the rest of the question. We'll get to the rest of the question. So, first, yes, game hoarding totally happens. Oh, dude, Canonical, the backlog. It's shameful. It's shameful. I think I have, just on my Xbox alone, 124 games installed and another 100 ready to be installed.
Yep.
It's just it's disgusting.
I found a way around, but let's
let's get on with the question. And he continues on asking, if so, what strategies would you suggest for deciding which free or cheap games are worth trying? What are some quick ways to curate a collection so you don't end up with a bunch of unplayed digital clutter on your console or PC? My game time is fairly limited, silly grown-up responsibilities like adulting, working, parenting, and so forth. I would appreciate any tips you can offer to make the most of unintentional digital gaming clutter. Thanks. Well, first of all, thank you for writing in with that well thought out and what's the word I'm looking for? Eloquent. Maybe eloquent's the right word. Put together question. So
I have linguistic lacerations based on
very well done. So we answered the first one, yes, resounding yes on that with game hoarding. Our backlogs are ridiculous. And I've started trying to be more selective with things, trying being the key word. Canonical Bacon says he actually made the mistake of inventorying and he's at 400 plus across all platforms. Whew, shaking your head for sure. And Coop says, I still have games in the shrink wrap from my 360 I've never played. That's rough, man.
Yep.
That's rough.
You're not the only one, Canonical, because I know Italian Monster, it's just waiting to be down. That's already, like, he's absorbed everything on his terabyte. And it's just, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
For myself, I streamed quite a bit, and etc. And I started to beat myself up quite a bit about games that I haven't played yet. And I would get into conversations. I was like, oh man, I was actually turning it into a negative thing of where I was like, fuck, I suck. I need to like pick it up and start playing. And that's when I realized that it wasn't gaming for fun anymore. It was more just checking the box that I played it. And I could have like a commonality when discussing that game. And in doing so, I was killing it for myself. So what I decided to do is I really taken a step back and focused on what am I actually going to play? Not what just looks cool, because like there's a lot of stuff out there that looks cool. But because I'm a dad, but because I'm a husband, but because I have a job, there's things that I have to do. I have to be selective about what I'm even going to bother downloading. Like I don't bullshit myself and say, oh, I'll download it, I'll play it later. If I download it, I'm going to play it. So it's really okay, what am I playing this week? Cool. Am I done with it? Am I getting kind of almost to the end of it? And if I'm almost to the end of it, then I'll pick another game. But I don't stack them and stack them and stack them because it turns into a stressful situation. I got enough of that shit in the rest of my day. Truly. And to what DS Claw is saying, like, yeah, much like you, Canonical, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, job. It's so the time for gaming is limited, is just like yourself. So one thing I've kind of thought of doing, and I haven't tried it out yet to see if it works, is purposefully reduce the amount of storage I make available to myself. Mm-hmm. Like, I know that sounds kind of awkward. No,
I have a 4 terabyte drive hooked up to my Xbox One right now, right? So I'm just like, blow the doors wide open and just download the world and bring it all to me, right? But now I'm like, you know what? I have a smaller external, like 256 or maybe it's 500 gig drive. And I was like, let me solely use that. Not hook nothing else up to it, or unhook the 4 terabyte, hide that from myself. Solely use the 500 gig one, because games are clocking in 50 plus gigs easy now.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be able to fit 100 plus games on a 500 gig hard drive. That's going to get eaten up fairly quick. So I'm going to have to start making the choices of what stays and what goes. And that's going to force me to say, am I really going to play that game or versus this game? And you'll have to start clearing that space off. Now, that's a little more manual of a way to go about it. But it's definitely going to help you from keeping that clutter or getting that clutter.
There's a couple games that I've downloaded in order to play. And PUBG was one of them. Like I enjoy PUBG, but it's not an all the time game for me. And once I sat down and was like, it's sucking up this much of my space on my drive, and I don't really play it. Like, and when I say don't really play it, do I play it more than 2 or 3 times a month? If I don't, I'm not really playing it, and I can probably live without it anyways. Yeah. And I deleted that. I deleted quite a few things that if I'm not picking it up at least weekly, it's probably going to get kicked in the back. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a loss.
Yeah, that's what Coop was saying. His biggest issue is he buys games for options to play with friends, and not always a game I'll play alone or offline. True, like that's PUBG for me. Like, I never fire that game up solo. I'm always like Coop and I have played together, but that's really the only time I play is when there's someone else that wants to play. Otherwise, it's just taking up space on my hard drive. I never fire it up. And then Canonical Bacon says the storage thing is what got me thinking with the question. My 2 terabyte SSD in Windows 10 turned red, approaching full, so it got me thinking I need to cut things down a bit. Yes, and the other thing too you can do, and it just depends. If you game multi-platform, if you're strictly PC, then this probably won't apply. But if you're console and PC, I realized I had duplicates of the same game for console and PC.
Yeah.
So pick your platform for that game, and then remove it from the one that is not the one you picked. Like I have Mortal Kombat X on PC. Why? I have it on Xbox. Like exactly. So I'm gonna play it on Xbox. So I uninstalled it. I uninstalled it from PC. You know, stuff like that. So Coop says I had to uninstall Destiny 1 and install Blops 4 recently. Yeah. Canonical Bacon says, yep, duplicates for sure. iOS, PC, PS4, Switch. So yeah, I mean that's just kind of pick a platform for a particular game and decide that that's where you're going to play that game and not install it on another platform. Canonical says, I'm also finding some titles are more fun on a console/mobile than on PC and vice versa. Yes, I find that also true. So like with Mortal Kombat X, I've found that for same game, I liked it on Xbox better. It seemed like the lobby was, for online play, moved quicker. Like it seemed like there's more console players playing that game than there were PC players, because just for the queue times. So that was more of a fun experience because I was able to queue up quicker, get matches quicker, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, absolutely. In finding and sometimes you just don't know until you try them on both platforms, which one you like better. But just be mindful that whenever you find which one you're enjoying better, remove from the opposite one. And then...
I don't know. I'm strict with my playtimes too. Like I downloaded that Sacrifice game. I played for that for about an hour, and I was like, given enough time, if I got good, I might actually play this game. But the time investment wasn't there for me in order to keep playing the game. So like I literally shut it down, picked something else, deleted that off, and rolled with I think The Maw, which was an Xbox 360 title. But it was something that was fun, that was entertaining, it was engaging.
Yep.
And like I don't spend a lot of time trying to get into a game, because 9 times out of 10, it's usually off of Game Pass, and those are essentially free.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
It's a free game. Like just move on.
Yeah, and that's the thing I like. I do too with the Xbox Live Gold, especially is, you get 4 free games a month, essentially. So that's 48 games a year. That's a lot of games. That's just from Xbox Live Gold. That's not even in the subscription Game Pass stuff, which there is a lot of of the same titles between the two sometimes offered. But that's 40 games a year. Yeah, I'm gonna get them, but I'm not going to install them because they're account bound. Similar to your Steam library. Yeah. Right? If you got the game, they're bound to your account. You don't necessarily have to have them installed. And if you know or get news or wind of, they've made updates to such title that you uninstalled, we all have internet, relatively good speeds for the most part. I would assume you could probably download that game relatively quickly again and get going and give it a shot. But I think the also especially as I've gotten older as a gamer, I found that I enjoy story modes or games with a good narrative versus more multiplayer experiences anymore. And that's not, I don't know if that's just, your taste change as you get older in gaming or what. I mean, I'd still like multiplayer experiences with the right people. I guess that's the best way to put that.
But yeah, that group is a lot more exclusive now than it used to be.
Yeah. So, I think knowing what you tend to like helps clear out some of the clutter. Plus one on the narrative. Love BioWare stuff. Yeah, exactly. So, it's if you like story-driven, narrative-based like action or RPG games, and that's kind of what you really dig, then don't go putting FPSs or battle royales in your queue, because they'll probably just take up space, and you're probably not going to go get into those games. You're not going to go to it,
and you're going to beat yourself up.
Yeah. So, don't be so strict with it that you never branch out, because sometimes you need something might catch you off guard, like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I hadn't played an Assassin's Creed game since the second one. I kind of swore off that whole series.
Yep, same.
And this one has captivated me because it's a completely different experience than ever remember any Assassin's Creed game, and it's phenomenal. So, but just kind of know what you like, allow some room for for all the hype around Fortnite. I just can't get it. Amen. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Me and DS Club talked about the plenty. I was like, we appreciate what the game's done as a free game and the marketing strategies and how great Epic's games have done with this and staying current and always updating content. It's just not for us. We've talked about it many times. It's just not for us, and it's just.
But as far as timer, I think it really does kind of trickle down to the title. And speaking of what Bub was saying, I know what game types I really favor or which ones I love. I love JRPGs. I do love solo. I don't like multiplayer first-person shooters. So I kind of gravitate towards those more. But it really comes down to my feeling. When I'm playing a game, it's to kind of go outside myself and give my brain a break from the daily grind or to do something neat that's kind of captivating intellectually or something like that, kind of take me to another place. Depending on the title, if I'm just not getting that kind of gratification in an hour is usually about what I give a game. If in an hour I'm not feeling that connection with the characters, I'm not feeling it with the story or whatever it is. And granted, that's only been like 3 games in this past like 2 years that I've played about an hour and gone, oh, I'm good. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But there has been a couple of games that I'm like, I get it. I'm not super about it, but I am going to charge through to the end. I'm not going to do anything periphery. I'm not going to go above and beyond trying to like 100% levels or nothing. I'm just going to go through the story so that I can get to the end and see like how it all comes out.
Yeah. And that's obviously touching on Canonical Bacon's follow-up here. He says, very helpful, thanks. Also, what are some indicators it's time to retire a game? How do you know if it's time to move on? Like, how do you know you've put enough time in to determine if the game is in fact bad, or maybe the person playing it doesn't get it yet? So yeah, I've heard a lot of people, and Coop mentioned right after that, Red Dead, awesome story. I've heard that too. I've heard it's a fantastic story, but I've also heard a lot of folks say as well about that game is it's not grabbing them because a lot of reviews says it doesn't get good till chapter 3, which is X tens of hours into the game. Well, if that was me playing that game, I would have dropped it already. I would have dropped it already. Like I don't want to play a game that's making me feel like a chore to get the experience out of it that I paid. I feel I paid for. Now maybe that's just me being impatient. I don't know, but that's me. I don't want to sit there and have to trudge through 30 hours of gameplay to finally get to the point where it's like, oh, this is where the story's getting good.
I get it now. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not for me. Like, again, I hate to keep harping on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Like, I, from the get-go, like, immersed into that world, into that story, everything like that. So, and that, again, that's me. Some people didn't like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Some people love Red Dead. Some people don't like Red Dead. Oh, you're quite welcome, Canonical. Quite welcome. Sage advice. I wouldn't consider us sages by any means, but
yeah, no, nope.
But yeah, it's tough to manage the backlog and not to just be in that mindset of, oh, it's free, let me grab it.
Yeah,
you know, it's hard to turn down free. It really is.
Capitalism.
Yeah. He's so used to paying for everything, man. So if someone says free,
I'm getting a deal.
Yeah,
I have to have it.
So
I've got to play it.
And the thing is, I limit the amount of things I put in my wish list on Steam specifically, because I know when that Steam summer sale hits, I'm going to see a whole bunch of stuff on sale, super cheap, that I didn't even know about. That I'm just going to want to go click, 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 click. No, I look at if what the percentage on my wish list is for the Steam summer sale, and I set a threshold. The game is normally this. This is a mental thing. It's not like I have an Excel spreadsheet with all this or anything. It's just something I kind of have in mind.
Hashtag goals.
Right. Yeah, exactly. If the game I want is like 60% plus off, right? And it's a $30 game. Okay, I'm getting that sub $15. All right. But also on my wish list, there's 3 other games that their normal retail is cheaper, right? This is what I had to do this past summer, so that's why I'm saying this story. So I had 4 games in my my wish list. The Steam summer sale comes by, and I get these beautiful emails that says, an item in your wish list has gone on sale. An item in your wish list has gone on sale. It says all in my inbox. Those games were Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, a game called Hob, which is made by the Torchlight developers. It's like think of like a Zelda type game that they developed. And the third one was, or fourth one, sorry. Fourth one was one I can't remember. Oh, Vanquish.
Okay.
Which is an older game. So, funny story. Could continue telling it. So those 4 games obviously went on sale for over 60% off. Each one of them. I'm like, well, I'm not going to get them all because it's going to clutter up stuff. I've played every game in the Dishonored series previously. I want to play the 3rd installment. That was my justification for that.
That one's happening. Yeah.
That one's happening. Hellblade won multiple awards.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Multiple awards from BAFTA, like best motion capture, audio, all this stuff. Okay, cool. Hob. I mean, I know it's from the Torchlight developers. Looks cool from the gameplay videos. Got good reviews on Steam, but I hadn't heard much anything else about it. Vanquish. It's an older title. It's kind of a port to PC. So I was like, okay, they're all roughly the same price on sale. Said, I gotta go with Hellblade and Dishonored because I know those were story-driven, narrative action games, and that's what I like for the most. Mainly, that's what I like. So that was how I decided. I mean, could I have bought all 4? Yes. Would I have played all 4? No. Coop asked, what about game add-ons? I've started to wait for sales when add-ons cost the same as the original game plus more now. Yeah, I don't buy add-ons. I don't buy. Bump that. Bump that. I've been burned too many times.
Yeah, it's about to be like, thank Destiny 2 for that and Bub.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think all that comes down to, once again, not fooling yourself for you actually game.
Yeah.
Or are you getting it for bragging rights? Or are you getting it just to have it? Or are you actually going to commit and play the game? And then also there was another thing. What was the other one? And then not being impulsive as far as the sales come up, because sometimes there are and getting them, but you don't have to buy them. You're not going to die if you don't, you know what I mean?
Right.
You might have to save or set aside a little extra cash, but then you'll appreciate it more when you do have it and you're more likely to play it anyway.
Absolutely.
However, what I personally do quite a bit is I I research the shit out of my games, and that's not that I go on a Reddit or anything like that. I'll wait for people that I personally follow on YouTube or here on Mixer, and I'll watch gameplay of them playing the game, the first little bit, whatever it is, and be like, you know, something, I think I really can't get into that. And I'll usually kind of make my judgment calls on whatever I'm going to pick up based off of those kind of interactions.
Yeah.
So it's a little more informed, but because those trailers, they're getting really deceptive now.
Oh, the hype is real, man, with trailers. Hype is real. It's, yeah.
But game add-ons, I don't know. Is it, and that game add-ons, it comes down to, is it actually adding in mechanics? Is it a reskin of the enemies? If it's a reskin of the enemies, like kick rocks, I'm good. I'll put my money somewhere else. Are you actually adding anything to the core game? If that's the case, like Warframe, we've talked about that multiple times.
Yeah,
they actually add on huge portions of that little universe.
3 expansions announced.
Yeah,
2019,
and
for free.
And it actually fundamentally changes the game. Whereas, you know, am I getting like another 20 hours out of it or whatever?
Wow, Canonical's been listening for a while. I didn't know you were with us that long. The state of DLC, yeah. Good pull, man.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, to what Coop's saying, yeah, I know Destiny 2 has made game changes. They've done a lot of stuff with the gear systems and the rolls on the weapons, and with Forsaken they've added new enemies. So I mean, yes, they've.
Yeah, it depends on the game. It depends on why you're playing it. If it's for the multiplayer experience, like in Fortnite, if it's a cosmetic change as opposed to actually introducing like completely new things to it, then maybe not. Maybe I'll pass. Yeah, it really depends on how much I appreciate it, I guess. Like I'm really pumped about the Assassin's Creed expansion that's coming out. There's a couple other expansions I'm trying to remember off the top of my head that are coming out for some games that I've been playing, and I'm very excited about those.
Greasy Wiener, thanks for the follow.
Greasy Wiener,
yeah, I like that. That's
love
good.
it.
Microtransaction sales, yeah, Coop.
Yeah. There's a whole nother episode about that one too.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yep.
But we, yeah, it's just it's one of those things like. Research is always a good thing. You know, find some either YouTubers or game streamers or podcasts, Freshtakesgaming. See what those guys are talking about and what games they're playing and gushing about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. But no, seriously, or like Warframe. Like, and that's what I don't understand. Is
Rings of Elysium, because we haven't said that one this time, but Rings of Elysium,
the best. The only battle royale that gets a mention from me typically is Ring of Elysium because it's just so fun, and they announced it. A new game mode's getting announced next week for it. Oh, good, Canonical. I'm glad you started Warframe. Yeah, if you're on Steam, just look me up, man. Bubdrum. I think there might be a number after it. Steam's weird. I don't know. I don't like that whole like hashtag number thing. Coop, we need to get on some more Ring of Elysium, man. Absolutely, 100%. We need to. Oh, you started playing on PS4? That's not going to happen. So you mentioned PC earlier, so I was in PC mind with your 2 terabyte SSD situation. Go get it on your PC, bro. I'm just going to let you know. It's glorious experience on PC. So I played on Xbox One as well, but PC, man, it's so well optimized and just smooth and buttery pixels flying at you. So good.
Yeah, I'm still amazed people aren't talking about that more.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Coop, yeah, we'll get on some more Ring of Elysium. And Canonical, if you would like to try a battle royale that isn't like super hardcore like Fortnite or like super realistic like PUBG, Ring of Elysium is the good middle ground. Although CMB 2G has me wondering about a certain game with a stage name. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Yep.
Don't listen to CMB.
Multiplayer.
Yeah, Red Dead has the online beta going on right now.
Yep.
Oh, also,
I've heard a lot of good shit.
don't listen to CMB 2G Canonical Bacon. He is bad for people when it comes to that stage name game. That's all I'm going to say about that. But Anthem closed alpha signups are live for PC, PS4, and Xbox. Go to EA's website if you want to get in and try get in a slot for the closed alpha for Anthem. I signed up earlier today. Finally, the site is getting hit heavy with traffic. So it's free.
It's going to turn into a shit show already, dude. It's going to turn into a shit show already. The servers can't even handle it. The servers can't even handle people going in signed up for the beta. I'm good. Fuck that game.
Oh, man, it's such saltiness. I don't know, man. I don't know, Disclaw. When I start gushing about it, you might be changing your tune.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
It is a closed alpha, and the thing is, they make you pick. Well, here's the thing: they make you pick a day and like 2 to 3 hour window time slot that it will be available to you to play. It is a staggered. It's not like everybody floodgates open, just hop on in on our server and crash it.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, that sounds a little bit like what was that? What was that thing we were just talking about? 76.
Oh yeah.
It sounds a little eerily reminiscent.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully Anthem doesn't run into 76ers. Let's hope.
But yeah,
So.
like it. I may try to sign up for it because I would like to play it. It's still a beautiful game, and they still hooked me at E3. But some of the things I'm already hearing, like servers crashing, people trying to sign up for it, that doesn't bode well, and it hurts my face like already. That's just. Please don't break my heart. It's too soon. I've already been hurt.
It's too soon.
I've already been hurt like multiple times this year.
Yeah.
Please don't.
CMB.
Please don't.
Uh-oh. CMB's joined in. He must have heard me talking junk about him. He must have heard me talking junk. Since Canonical Bacon put him in there. That's hilarious. That's too funny. And Coop says, I hope the beta doesn't sell me off the game like the last one I played. Yeah. It's
yeah.
I'm hoping not.
Yeah.
I mean, the Anthem closed alpha, I signed up for the PC version. Hopefully runs well, and it's a good experience, but we'll see on that.
Only time will tell.
Coop went Xbox, okay. Yeah, I was torn. I wasn't sure. I was just like, do I want Xbox? Do I want PC? I don't know.
Everybody's having to sign. You have to fill out an NDA, right?
You have to agree to it. Yeah, you can't take screenshots of record footage or stream or anything like that with it.
Yeah, then I'm probably good.
Yeah, scared PC wouldn't play it. I understand that, man. I know you're slowly working on those upgrades, like myself. I got my I got my new motherboard in. The new motherboard is here. Next is the processor. CMB says supposed to be some new visuals on December 6th on the Game Awards. They need to show me something to get excited about. I mean, we'll see. There are also rumors, speaking of the Game Awards, there are also rumors, because the Russo brothers are confirmed to be special guests at the Game Awards. The Russo brothers being the directors of the Avengers movies, cinematic universe stuff. So there's rumors like, are they going to... Uh-oh. Something just fell off my shelf. That was weird. Are they going to announce Avengers for a trailer? Like Cooper said in chat? Or the Avengers game trailer that has been rumored from Square Enix.
I don't know. Square Enix.
Yeah.
That could be a hit or miss. That could be like an out of the park one or like complete dud.
Yeah. Yeah, could be. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
It'll be interesting though.
We'll see what happens.
Yep.
But yeah, hopefully we didn't add too much more confusion to your question there, Canonical, and give you some maybe tips or some ideas to try out, see what works for you. Coop says, my feeling to DS.
My feeling too. It could be either
my feeling
amazing
to
or
DS. Oh, gotcha. In agreement. Gotcha.
Yep. Concur.
So that's what's up. Lots of stuff. I mean,
It's a wonderful time to be alive, but there's almost too much selection. Yep.
It is. You're quite welcome, Canonical. Glad we're able to help you, man. Thanks for writing in. Always, anybody with questions that is lurking, you can always write to us at freshtakesgaming@gmail.com, and we will address your question on the show. We'll read it and answer it and provide any tips, answers, whatever we can for it. So
saltiness,
saltiness all day, toxicity, whatever, we got it. Freshness.
If you would just pick different games.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do one of these times. We're going to be like, I'm not talking about this.
Koopass, what's the fastest land animal?
Fastest land animal?
Cheetah.
I don't know. I'd almost say Impala because it keeps away from the damn cheetah, right? Sustained.
Good game, sustained. Maybe. That could be it.
I honestly don't know. I would like to say cheetah, but I have a feeling that's wrong.
Yeah, maybe it's a rhino.
A rhino.
Yeah. Why not?
I'm good. Yeah. Rhinos
don't need that.
Hippos. I'm all set.
I know. Oh, I gotta look this up now. I've got to Google it.
GTS. Bing it.
Bing it. I binged your mom. Let's see. Fastest land animal. The fastest land animal is the cheetah, which has a recorded speed of 109.4 to 120.7 kilometers an hour, 68 to 75 miles per hour. I thought they could go about 72 miles. I've seen 72. So
can you imagine a big ass cat like that coming at you that quick?
I would be scared. I would just curl up in a fetal position because I know my fat butt isn't going to outrun it.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm wearing brown pants that day. Might
have to see what's happening with the everyday carry situation. I don't know. I do not know. But anyway, guys, I think it's going to wrap it up for us. It's good episode tonight. Some good topics. Definitely some. Poor Bethesda. That's all I can say. Yeah. Just poor Bethesda. I want to thank everyone for hopping in chat, being active in chat, asking questions, interacting with us. If you haven't subscribed to us on podcast platforms, check us out. We are under Fresh Takes Gaming. Just search for Fresh Takes Gaming, all one word. We are there. We also have a merch room. If you want to support the show, you can buy yourself a t-shirt, a coffee mug, a hoodie, whatever you like, and that supports the Fresh Takes Gaming initiative here. Tacos, yes. Tacos are delicious. I had tacos earlier this week from Tijuana Flats. Oh, they're so good. But that is going to do it for us for tonight. Thank you guys again for hanging out with us. We will see you next Friday here on Mixer, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. As always, that's going to do it. Cue the music.